He was born with nothing, no name that opened doors, no family that carried weight, no wealth, no influence, no protection, just a small, fragile body wrapped in poverty, crying into a world that did not care whether he survived or not. And from the very beginning, life made one thing clear to him: no one was coming to save him. As a child, he watched other boys eat full meals while he learned how to silence hunger by drinking water and waiting. He watched powerful men walk with confidence through the streets while his own steps were careful, invisible, forgotten. People spoke over him, around him, past him, as if he didn't exist. And for a long time, he believed that maybe this was all life had planned for him. But deep inside him, there was something that refused to die. At night, when the world went quiet, he would lie awake staring at the ceiling, asking himself questions most boys never asked. Why do some men rule while others obey? Why do words move crowds more than swords? Why do some names echo through history while others disappear forever? He didn't know the answers yet, but he felt something dangerous growing inside him, ambition mixed with pain. His family struggled every single day. His mother worked until her hands were raw. His clothes were worn thin, shame followed him everywhere. And yet, instead of breaking him, it sharpened him. Poverty taught him awareness, struggle taught him discipline, silence taught him observation. He learned to read people before he learned to read books. He noticed how leaders spoke slowly, confidently, never wasting words. He noticed how fear controlled crowds, but hope commanded loyalty. He noticed that strength wasn't always physical. Sometimes it was mental, sometimes it was patience, sometimes it was knowing when to wait and when to strike. When he finally touched his first book, it changed everything. History became his secret weapon. He devoured stories of fallen kings, betrayed generals, empires that rose and collapsed because of decisions made in moments of pride or fear. He realized something that would guide his entire life: the world is not ruled by the strongest, but by the boldest minds willing to act. But ambition is expensive. As he grew older, his confidence began to attract resistance. People mocked him. They laughed at the poor boy who spoke as if he were destined for greatness. They told him to stay in his place, to know his limits, to accept reality, and every insult burned. But he stored them carefully, like fuel waiting for fire. He entered adulthood with nothing but hunger and vision. No connections, no money. Just a refusal to live small. He joined the army, not because it was safe, but because it was a path upward. While others trained their bodies alone, he trained his mind. While others followed orders blindly, he studied why orders were given. He didn't just want to fight. He wanted to lead. Battlefields taught him lessons books never could. He learned that fear is contagious, but so is courage. That men will follow someone who walks forward when others freeze. That leadership is earned in moments of chaos, not comfort. Slowly, quietly, people began to trust him, not because of his rank, but because of his presence. He rose faster than expected. To fast for those who believed power belonged only to the privileged. Whispers followed him. Jealousy grew. Enemies formed behind smiles. He learned another hard truth: when you rise, resistance is proof you're moving in the right direction. Power didn't soften him, it sharpened him. When he entered politics, the battlefield changed, but the war remained the same. Words became weapons. Alliances became strategy. Betrayal lurked behind every handshake. He spoke for the forgotten because he was one of them. He promised change because he understood pain, and people listened, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. Every victory cost him something: sleep, rest, peace. There were nights when doubt screamed louder than confidence, nights when fear asked him who he thought he was to challenge the system. But every time doubt appeared, he remembered the boy who went to bed hungry, the boy who was ignored, the boy who dreamed when dreaming felt illegal, and he kept moving forward. When he finally reached the height of power, it wasn't applause that moved him. It was silence. The realization that he had crossed a distance most never even attempt. From nothing to influence. From obscurity to legacy. From a poor, invisible boy to a leader whose decisions shaped the future. And in that moment, he understood something eternal. Greatness is not luck. Greatness is not birthright. Greatness is built in pain, shaped in silence, and revealed through courage. If you are listening to this right now and you feel small, ignored, underestimated, or trapped by your circumstances, understand this: the world has always been changed by people who started with nothing but refused to stay nothing. Your struggle is not a sign of failure. It is preparation. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need approval to dream. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. History does not remember comfort. It remembers courage. And if this story lit something inside you, if it reminded you that your beginning does not define your ending, then don't let this moment pass. Like this video, share it with someone who needs strength today. Subscribe to the channel, because this is where leaders are forged, minds are sharpened, and greatness is awakened. Your story is not over. Your rise is just beginning.